Hi, I'm Maxime Poulin, international beauty artist for Guerlain, and today we're going to see together how you can use your bronzer for a spring look. Because of course the bronzing technique you're going to use between spring and summer is going to be different. So we're going to use the classic terracotta because in the spring you want something very natural, not too shiny. The way to pick up the powder, like you're just going to swirl a little bit and of course, you know, shake the excess off. You never want to use too much texture on your face. And then for the most natural look, you can actually just do the tree gesture. So from the temple to the cheekbones to the jawline. So this is the proper way to ensure that you will never have a line of demarcation in the face. And it just warms up the skin and you see like it just looks natural and healthy and glowing. When you do your face with bronzer, don't forget to do the neck and the décolleté.
Now, is it important that you use a big fluffy brush?
The brush is really important. Like if the hair is too stiff, it will apply too much bronzer actually. So you want the hair to be a natural hair that will pick up a minimal quantity of powder. And it should be fluffy because if it's small, it will give you too much of a precise application and you don't want to create lines in your face. So the bigger the brush, the most natural your application will be.
And the fluffier it is, the more sheer you'll get.
Exactly. So neck and décolleté.
And so how do you know you're done? Because I mean, this is so beautifully natural, but I think people expect to see bronzer.
Like, I don't think you should see the bronzer. Like when you see it, it's wrong. Like you just should emphasize the gold undertone of the skin. So now even if she's moving like from one side to the other side, like there's no lines, there's no demarcation. She just looks a little bit more golden, a little bit of a warmer complexion. And this is what you want to achieve, especially into the spring. Because if you go for too much of a copper bronzer, too heavy-handed, you will look unnatural and it won't be a good result.
Can we hold that bronzer right up against her skin so we can see the difference in color? So it's really
fair.
Yeah.
When you choose the right color, like actually the tip would be to take pick up the pigment with your finger, which is really too much, and then you're gonna go in the inside of your wrist, where usually your skin is the palest, and then if I can kind of blend it in, even if I apply too much pigment, this tells me that it's a shade that will never create mistake on my face. If I would pick up a bronzer, that would be like a real classic copper bronzer, then I pick up with my finger. If I apply here, clearly I see that even if I blend and blend and blend and blend, it will never blend effortlessly. So of course I could use this if I'm a little more precise, if I want to create more contouring, if I'm a makeup artist and I know how to blend, I will be able to use this one. But if I don't want to make mistakes, I should always select a shade of bronzer that's like a tone or two darker than my skin to ensure that it's going to be very blended and very easy. And Guerlain is perfect for that. Like it's really magic. Like the first bronzing powder created in 1984. So we have
actually the light's really beautiful right now.
So we have the bronzer authority with Guerlain since 1984, creating the most natural approach of bronzers. So in the summer, you want to have a little bit less texture on your skin. So terracotta light is just perfect for that. It has a blend of 5 different textures and tones that will enhance the way that your skin captures the sun rays. So you will mix them all together with a blush brush this time. So a little bit of a smaller brush. And you want to apply straight across the hairline. So this is a technique that we did in all the latest runways in Paris for Fashion Week. So right across the hairline, make sure to blend a little bit down. Then right across the cheekbone, so very horizontally, and going at the bridge of the nose also. Open your eyes and look up to not catch the lashes. So above the cheekbones, across the nose. And this really pretends that the sun hits your face as if you were on your yacht sipping some wine on the deck and you caught a sunburn.
So in a way, this is almost like old school bronzer before they started talking about how to do the 3.
Exactly. Like actually, it's a technique. You know, bronzer Guerlain created the bronzer in 1984, but the bronzed look existed before that. But in the 70s, they would create this look, like, you know, if you think about Farrah Fawcett and all of this beautiful bronze glow, but they were doing it with a very heavy foundation, like cake foundation. Now, to apply it this way, just really plays with the beautiful shape of the face, brings a lot of attention up because it's really like across the hairline and horizontally across the cheekbones. So it really gives a beautiful heart-shaped face. And it's good for summer only. Why? Because in the summer there's a lot of sun already and it will allow it to look natural. If you come in the winter with this sort of technique, it will look obvious like bronzer. But in the summer, definitely you can totally pull off something like this. And this is the sort of trend that we saw in the runway in Paris and in London, even in Milan, like, you know, the very sensual, beautiful skin. This year is the first year for, you know, I didn't remember terracotta being backstage for a while, and I can say that this year terracotta was everywhere, in every backstage that I've been.
It's really beautiful.
It really looks like a sunburn, like that's what I like,
Yeah.
actually.
And you really don't need any blush with this.
Because this terracotta is this mosaic thing, so there's or pink undertones or coral undertone, and it'll just like give you, you know, the soft kind of color that you need. And in the summer, you want to avoid too many steps, too many layers.